Yes, we are live. Today is Monday, August the 8th. And let's talk, man. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what this channel basically consists of, Uh, I want to feed the soul, man. Feed your spirit, man. You know, we're here for the empowerment of the spirit, man. Through the Most High, Jehovah, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. Let's talk, man. You know, how's everybody day today, man? I really sincerely hope that your day is good, yo. You know, I really do. In this world, we go through so much, yo, that, you know, I know for a fact that when, we get, just the slightest hint that somebody cares, bro, it really means a lot, yo. As a people, as people, period. It doesn't matter what color you are. You know what I'm saying? We go through so much in this world that when somebody really shows concern for us, it really, really matters. It really touches us, yo. And one thing I want to say is that I hope that your day is good. I hope that everything works out the way that it's supposed to. I hope that the enemy is defeated in your life. I hope that whatever is holding you back from getting where you need to be, first with the Most High, and then in life, and in the world, or whatever you want to call it. I pray that you overcome that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really matters. Really matters. We all go through things in this life. But what matters is our is not being defeated by them. You know. So today is Monday, January 8th. We're in the park, Monroe Park, right here by the City Hall. I come here a lot. You know, but let's talk, man. Let's talk. I ain't been to jail in a while, yo. I think last time I've been to jail was in February. Yep. I got out April 15th. April 15th was the last time I went. I have not been to jail again since April 15th. Yep. And now I'm just doing these videos, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try my best to do what's right, yo. You know what I'm saying? Whether, like, I'm telling you, man, like, I even wanted to go to the nursing homes to volunteer, bro, because, not because I'm trying to get goodie points or none of that, but because, I want to evolve. I want to evolve into what I really am. You know what I'm saying? And I realize that evolution, the heart is a major part in the evolution of man, yo. Through the heart, we can either go down, or through the heart, we can go up, yo. And, some of us, we all have played our part in the darkness, but, some of us choose to come out of the darkness, and some of us choose to go deeper down into it, So, I just seek to rise, yo. I seek, I mean, if you know better, then you do better, bro. That's all it is to it, and as adults, we make decisions daily. As adults, we make decisions daily, and these decisions that we make affect our lives, So, the one thing that I want to say, not to just a certain set of people, or is that we have to be really careful the decisions that we make in life, because there are some decisions that are, if not impossible, very hard to take back. This is true. I know for a fact that there are many people who have made decisions that they feel they can't take back, yo. And these decisions are very costly, not just with materialistic stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, not just with money or cars or anything like that. Nah. If it was just that, then I think that they could brave it. But their very lives is on the line because of the decisions they have made in life, Their very lives are in the balance, and who really wants to die, yo? Who really wants to die? No one. I don't even really want to die. But one thing I can say is that, in order for me to live my life to the fullest, in order for me to be who I truly am, I have to get rid of fear. And that includes fear of death, because, one thing that I truly understand is that, you know, if we are in accordance with God like we're supposed to be, when we do die, it won't be because we rushed it or because it happened before it was supposed to. It happened exactly when it was supposed to happen. And so that's why I made my peace with death, or because and another thing, let me explain this too, is that, death is not really death for us who believe in Jesus Christ, yo. We may die in the flesh, but we're going to be forever immortal in the spirit, yo. That's another thing that, we have to understand by our faith in Jesus Christ, yo. You know what I'm saying? Though we may die and leave this earth, the real us will be forever immortal. And that's what I'm happy about, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's what I seek after. You know what I'm saying? Because I just realized that this life here that we have now is just momentary. It's just momentary. That's all. We're here for a short period of time, yo. And so, I don't mean to be negative or to sound gloomy, but it's the truth, and if we can handle the truth, and we can eat it, or we can look at it, dissect it, understand it, and then accept it, I think that it makes us a better people, not just, like I say, all over the world. You know what I'm saying? And we are in a very dangerous time right now, because this world is really, this world is being destroyed from the inside out, by those who have agendas. And so, those who speak out against that are, in their minds, that those who speak out are traitors, or those who speak the truth, speak too loudly, don't know how to hush, those people are outcasts. Those people are made targets, you know what I'm saying? Those people are, they become enemies of the state. I don't know if you ever seen the movie Enemy of the State. Check that out, though. Check that out, you know what I'm saying? In the process of me growing, I have rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and it's not me intentionally rubbing them the wrong way. It's the fact that my growth to them, my growth is their destruction. My growth is their destruction. And so, to me, it almost sounds like a sad love story, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's what it almost sounds like, a sad love story, you know what I'm saying? Because, in our lives, I think that most of us as people, we look at it as, well, I'm going to get a lot of money and get a good job, and I'm going to get a good job and get a lot of money and have a family, and we're going to have a big house, and we're going to go on vacations, and you know what I'm saying? And this is the American dream for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I feel is is more important is the fact that there's a part of you that is not evolving in the midst of that situation that that you haven't added, and there is a very, very important part of you that isn't evolving, and it's your spirit. It's your level of consciousness. It's the wisdom that comes with that level of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what is not growing. If we concentrate on things of that materialism, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't grow spiritually whenever we concentrate on materialistic things. And so I chose to concentrate on the inside of me, because I knew that if I concentrated on the inside of me, that eventually, the materialistic things would come. They come, but I would be more wiser, more understanding, and have better knowledge and be able to better handle it. And so that's really what my channel is about, is the fact that the only way that we can truly do this is through God, through the Most High, the God of Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob, through Jesus Christ, because, and let me tell you why this is the only way that we can do it, is because you can seek familiar spirits, but it's not going to get you anywhere. What they do is they give you a moment of pleasure for a lifetime of pain. That is what these familiar spirits and demons, devils, this part, crystals and all that say. They give you a moment of pleasure for a lifetime of pain. You know what I'm saying? Because we know that there is the New Age religions and the white magics and even more the Luciferians and the Freemasons. They pray to angels too. Angels, the fallen. They pray to the fallen. So it's basically all the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But you're just getting a moment of pleasure for a lifetime of pain. So I just urge people to think about that before they decide to seek out these New Age religions and Freemasonry and things like of this such, because the pleasure that you're going to get does not anywhere amount up to what's going to happen in the end. And I know there are some people who don't care, but it's very important, You know what I'm saying? Your life is in the balance. You know what I'm saying? And it's my job, out of the fact that I care, the fact of genuine concern, to express that, You know what I'm saying? Out of love, to not want to see someone destroyed, You know what I'm saying? If you really are love, like this world is professing, and professing love, then it is that you don't want to see anyone destroyed. You don't want to see anyone go to hell. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see anyone in a position to where they gotta, they can't, if they put themselves in a position to where they can't do, they can't get back or connect back with the Most High. Everyone knows who God is. Let's be real. Everyone knows who God is. And regardless to whether they want to hear him or not, they know who he is. And many people have turned their hearts away from him. But the good thing about that is that even though you've tried to forget about God, he hasn't forgot about you. You know what I'm saying? He still watches over you. I know that many of you know that, or I hope many of you know that. He still watches over us, despite the fact that we don't pray, despite the fact that we don't, commune with him, despite the fact that we don't tell him about our daily, we don't spend any time with him, but he still watches over us. You know what I'm saying? And so, I think it's very important that we understand that, you know what I'm saying, that this is the real meaning of unconditional love. He's displaying it daily for us. You know what I'm saying? Despite the fact that we do many things that, don't please him, you know what I'm saying? He still makes sure that we are okay. And that is why it is so important at some point in our lives to understand this and to make the changes, the correct changes, You know? Satan is here. He's very much here. Satan is here. The fallen is here. Spirits are here. They are hear more than you know. And I guess some people probably think that it's, you know, that I think some people think that swapping, going to the devils in exchange for earthly things is worth it. It's not though, you know. In my effort to first free myself, because I can't help anyone else unless I help myself first. So in my effort to free myself and others, I've come under scrutiny, you know. So I just want it to be known that while I'm on this video, that I have not been to jail since April 15th, 2022. I have not been to a hospital in a very long time, over a year and a half. I have not been to a hospital. I have not been to a jail since March 15th. There are, when the enemy, when the enemy feels that it can't beat you or destroy you, it will lie on you. It will try to manipulate you. It will do whatever it can to destroy you. And this just doesn't apply to my life. It applies to everyone's life. You know what I'm saying? Haven't you realized that every effort you make to move closer towards God, seems like things get harder? It's the enemy. It's the enemy. And it's our job to keep going no matter what, yo. No matter what, it's our job to keep going. Like I said, there are people that are there are people that are up very high that have made decisions that they can't take back, and now it's going to be very costly to them. And even though they know that they can't get out of it, they're still very foolish enough to think that they can. And so, though there are very few of us who know and understand this, and those of us who understand this, it is our job, it is our responsibility to give those who don't understand a chance to understand. You know what I'm saying? Because there are many of us who are sleeping. We're walking, we're working, we're talking, but we're sleeping. We're very much sleeping, and we don't understand what is really occurring, what is really going to happen. There are people who do understand that this, America is being destroyed from within. The enemy's already here, whether you know it or not. And I'm laughing, but it's very serious, yo. The enemy's already here, So, it's our job to be very diligent with God, to be very diligent with Jesus Christ, with allowing him into our hearts, because unless you have him, you can't see. You can't see. You can't see what's really, really going on. And it's not the fact that you can't see, but it's kind of like having an idea, but not knowing where to start, not having the instructions. God is the instructions. He is the manual. He is the compass, the GPS. You know what I'm saying? This is what God is to us. And this is how, even in the midst of danger, even in the midst of destruction, we are led to safety. I know that there are some who understand and believe this, And so it's just a regular conversation, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, I know for a fact that in the midst of me drawing closer to God, that Satan himself wants to see me fall. And I can't do nothing but smile because on his best day, he couldn't make it happen. You know? And this is the confidence that we need to have when it comes to God, to Jesus Christ. The faith, that we have to strengthen within ourselves. That we know for a fact that even in the midst of disaster, just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, I don't know if you know the story about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, but they wouldn't bow to the image that the king had created. They would not bow because they believed in the God, in the real God. They knew that that image wasn't no God, and they also knew that God said, don't bow to any image. So when it come time for them to make, when it come time for, he said, the sound of the music, bow, they wouldn't bow. And so the king say, all right, bring them up here. And so he brought them up there, all three of them. He said, hey man, the next time this music play, if y'all don't bow, y'all going in that fire. And so, humbly and respectfully, they already knew they wasn't gonna bow. So they told that man, hey man, I don't think you understand, but we serve the real, true, and living God. And we will not bow to that image. For it is better that we be in the hands of God for what we believe in than to perish for foolishness, for knowing that we bow into something that's not really God. And so that man heated that fire up. That king heated that fire up even more. He heated it up so much to the people that were standing next to it, they died. And he threw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in. And in the midst of him throwing them in, he said, hey, I thought we threw 3 people in. Why do I see 4? And he said, yeah, there is 4 people in there. So then he told Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, come out. And they walked out. And do you know that they wasn't, I'm talking about their clothes wasn't even singed. This is the power of God. God says his hand is not slack, that it cannot save. Especially those who believe in him. Everybody is a part of Satan's kingdom now, 666. Everybody wants to represent the devil, man. Why? Why is that so cool now? Have you been that confused to the point to where you don't understand that once you die, that you're going to hell? Unless you make amends with the Most High and accept Jesus as your Lord, Savior? Do you not know that? This is true. This is very much true. Like, man, and I'm speaking from a sense of, I once was blind, hey, but now I see, hey, I once was lost, hey, but now I'm found, hey, I used to be terrible, man. I was the shame of the family, I was the one who was the shame. They used to, well, how Brandon doing? That's how they used to do me. How Brandon doing? Well, but it's different now. You know what I'm saying? It's because, I'm actually, trusted in God, yo. I want to increase my faith, bro. I want to do what's right. I don't want to do what's wrong no more, yo. I'm sick of that, But it seems like there are people, well, there are forces that are working against me, And so, the only thing that I could say is that, no matter what happens, the only person who will ever evolve into what they are supposed to really be, who will ever achieve what they really are looking for in their heart, is the one who's willing to go past their fears. That's the only person who will ever achieve. That's the only person who can ever fulfill the will of God, is the person who's willing to go past their fears, who's willing to confront their fears, who's willing to defeat their fears. Because fear will hold you back, yo. So, I'm willing to endure in order to achieve. And not only am I willing to endure in order to achieve, I'm also willing to share. They say sharing is caring, yo. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. My heart is big, yo. My heart is big, but I believe in justice. I believe in judgment. And I'm not someone to be played with. I really am not. I know there are probably people who don't believe that, but, I believe that in the midst of this walk that I'm taking, I have come to understand that before I had to defeat myself first. I really did. I had to defeat myself, bro. And that's the hardest thing to do, yo. Because the things that we got to defeat be stuff like this: envy, jealousy, anger, wrath. These are the things that we got to defeat. You know what I'm saying? If we can defeat ourselves, then how it goes, if you can defeat yourself, then you're ready for the real enemy. Then you're ready for the real enemy. You know what I'm saying? Then you can say, hey, I'm the one. I'm the one. Because you got to conquer yourself first, yo. And I can't say I've conquered myself, bro. I wouldn't dare say that. Truth be told, I think I still got a whole lot more work to do. But we all most of us seek to be perfected, knowing that we can't really be perfect, but we seek to be perfected, which is what I would say is another word for being found righteous, But, the only thing I could say is, there are some things I could say, we already know what we're willing to live for, yo. Kids, family, all these things. But what are you willing to die for? What are you willing to die for? Ask yourself that. If you get to this point in the video, ask yourself, what are you willing to die for? Because that matters just as much as what you're willing to, if not more. It matters probably more than what you're willing to live for. What are you willing to die for, though? That matters, man. How are you going to just live a mediocre life? Never rise to the occasion, never stand up, never lift up your voice? And it's not me being negative, but that is me saying that, hey, man, you can do it. Really, really, you can do it. You just have to find it within yourself. Like I say, in the midst of me seeking to empower myself through the Most High and His Son, Jesus Christ, believe one thing: you will have opposition. But if you are of good courage, if you can get past your fears, God is going to show you some things.